Ryze versus Everyday Dose, arguably the two biggest mushroom coffee brands out there right now. I've been using both for over a year, so I wanted to compare and contrast my experiences using both of the two biggest mushroom coffee brands, let you know what I liked about each one, didn't like, how they're similar but different. And even though I personally use both of these, if I could only buy one of them, which one would it be? Before I do get into this comparison though, I do just want to clarify this is not a sponsored review. I do have affiliate links with both brands. I personally just use these, choose to use them on my own, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. So this is not going to be biased towards one brand over the other because, like I said, I use, have both, and continue to do so and have affiliate links with both of these companies. As a whole, I enjoy both of them, but for two different reasons. So first and foremost, the health benefits of mushroom coffee. I initially switched to mushroom coffee because I wanted to find a healthier alternative to coffee, simply in the fact that with mushroom coffee, I'm able to cut my caffeine intake in half, but still maintain that same level of energy. Plus, with mushroom coffee, you get a whole lot of other additional health benefits as well, such as boosting your immune system, your gut health, anti-bloating, help with inflammation, longer energy with less caffeine, reduce stress, reduce anxiety, the list goes on and on. And I can say one thing that both these brands do really well after drinking them each for over a year is that they both do really well on living up to that promise of these claimed health benefits for me personally. Again, everybody's body's gonna be different. Everyone's gonna react to each thing different, but for me, both these coffees definitely deliver on the claimed health benefits of mushroom coffee. I've drank both for over a year, but there have been time periods where I've gone with or without it just to see if I could kind of feel the effects. And I feel like with both of these, I feel better when I am drinking them versus like when I travel or go on vacation and I don't have it for a week. I can definitely feel like a noticeable kind of sluggish difference. Without both, I definitely feel more brain fog, more bloating. My digestion's not quite as good. So I definitely do feel better with both of these coffees, and they both definitely deliver on those claimed health benefits that you can expect to get out of mushroom coffee. I have another friend, Kevin, who also drinks the mushroom coffee, and he said the same thing. He can feel a difference with or without that mushroom coffee. Now, that being said, with the additional inclusion of more functional mushrooms in Ryze, I do feel noticeably better out of the two, feel great with both, but with Ryze, I think with those additional functional mushrooms, I do feel a bit better. I've got more energy. That energy does seem to last a little bit longer. It does have a tiny bit more caffeine. I don't know if that's exactly where it's coming from or not, but as a whole, I just feel better when I am drinking Ryze. Both make me feel great. Ryze, I don't know, I feel a little bit more upbeat. There's something to it. I can't quite put my finger on it, but you just feel really, really good. But that being said, both of these do make me less bloated, but Everyday Dose does seem to de-bloat me a little bit more. So those anti-bloating effects just seem to hit me a little bit harder. I don't know what it is specifically, that does it for me versus with Everyday Dose versus Ryze, but I do get slightly leaner, less bloated with Everyday Dose. And that was just something I would notice when using them for, kind of various weeks swapping back and forth. So more and longer energy with Ryze, more anti-bloating effects with Everyday Dose, but as a whole, both of them make me feel fantastic. Way better than when I don't have mushroom coffee in my diet. How do the ingredients in these two mushroom coffees differ? Well, Ryze has 6 functional mushrooms, 100% vegan, 100% gluten-free, 100% organic mushrooms, and they are all USA grown mushrooms, which is pretty cool. Got cordyceps to help give you more energy. Reishi gives you that stress relief. Lion's mane, it's gonna help improve that focus. Shiitake is gonna give you that immune system support. Turkey tail for your healthy digestion. That's your bloating, your gut health, all that stuff. And king trumpet to help fight oxidative stress. Now, in contrast, Everyday Dose, GMO-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. It is not vegan because of the inclusion of the collagen. It's got lion's mane for focus. Chaga is gonna give you that immune system support. It's a natural antioxidant. It contains collagen, which is good for your hair, skin, bones, joint, all that good stuff. It's also gonna aid in muscle recovery. And that is one thing I do really like about Everyday Dose is that inclusion of collagen, because I personally take a collagen supplement. So when I am drinking Everyday Dose, that's one additional supplement that I don't have to include. That's an additional supplement I don't have to buy. So that's always a plus when I can get some additional supplements in something I'm drinking already. It also does have L-theanine that's gonna help with your focus, as well as it's supposed to help improve your sleep. Like I mentioned before, Ryze has a little bit more caffeine than Everyday Dose. Ryze comes in at 48 milligrams of caffeine, and Everyday Dose has 45 milligrams of caffeine. Both, though, at like less than half of the contents of a normal cup of coffee. That's one thing I love about this, is that I can drink either one of these. I drink 2 cups a day. Typically, I'll have one in the morning, one around lunchtime. And both those cups together still are not as much as 1 cup of coffee that I used to drink previously, and way, way, way below an energy drink. This comes in at 15 calories and Everyday Dose has 23 calories. Now, both Ryze and Everyday Dose do offer various starter bundles. You're gonna get 1 bag of coffee, a magnet, a wooden spoon, a recipe booklet, all for $27. With Everyday Dose, a bag of coffee, coffee frother, which is amazing by the way, a recipe book, a tablespoon scooper, and a sticker. And one thing I really do like that Everyday Dose does each month is that each month that you maintain that subscription with them, you do get like an additional bonus gift. Like I got this canister, it's gonna help hold my coffee. You get a tumbler, a glass cup. Sometimes they send you samples. So that is one cool incentive to kind of re-up that subscription every month. And that's one thing I do really like about Everyday Dose, is that you do get kind of just like a bonus gift every month, which I think is a nice touch. Plus, although it's not everything, I do think the Everyday Dose packaging just looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing than the Ryze. Not that there's anything wrong with this and not that packaging affects the product, but what can I say? Maybe it's the 90s kid in me. I'm a sucker for holographic Pokemon cards, and this holographic packaging I just think looks really cool, and the way that they kind of present you with the bundle each month also is packaged really nicely as well. If you do maintain that subscription, both of these are $36 a month. However, I do have a promo code that's gonna discount your Ryze subscription 15%. I do have that link down below. But again, I have affiliate links to both these, some extra perks if you do use my affiliate links, but that does give you that discounted subscription on the Ryze. You help support the channel, but again, not sponsored by either one of these. I just love the coffee. Mixability. Both Ryze and Everyday Dose have a slightly different consistency, and both mix up fairly well. Ryze is a little bit thicker, and it does tend to be a little harder to mix up, and sometimes you get a little bit of sediment on the bottom of your cup, and you kind of got to give it this little like swizzle to get that last drink so that nothing gets left in the cup. Everyday Dose does mix up a little bit smoother. I think it mixes up better. I never have anything left in the cup. You don't have to do the last swizzle, so just that coffee frother is typically enough, and it's going to blend it up nice and smooth. So I think they both mix up fairly well. It's both easy. Both of them are easier and faster than brewing a cup of coffee. I've shared in various videos how I make these, but both easier to make, but I do think Everyday Dose mixes up just a little bit better, smoother, no sediment or anything like that. Again, I mix these both up hot or cold, and that mixability kind of goes across the board for either way you prepare your coffee, whether you're iced or hot. Taste. This is a big one for most people with mushroom coffee. I think both taste good. I enjoy drinking both, but I do think if I had to think, if you were starting out, you've never had mushroom coffee before, I think you're gonna enjoy the taste of Everyday Dose a little bit better. I think Everyday Dose tastes more like your standard or traditional cup of coffee. I also think you could drink it black and it would be, just tastes like regular coffee. Ends up good, tastes really, really good, and almost when you doctor it up, I would compare it almost to like a Starbucks drink. Whereas Ryze, I do enjoy the taste, but I think it's a bit more of an acquired taste. It has a little bit more of like an earthiness to it. It does mix up really creamy when you doctor it up with your sweeteners, creamers, whatever it is that you do put in it. It is not one I would drink black. I tried it once and I was not a fan, but again, I enjoy both. Ryze is a bit more acquired, definitely requires some doctoring up. Everyday Dose tastes really great, more like your standard cup of coffee. I drink Everyday Dose black. Some people I think are definitely gonna prefer Everyday Dose, but Ryze, I think if you give it a couple cups, you'll find that perfect recipe and it's gonna work out for you really great. I enjoy both of them, kind of depends on my mood. I go back and forth. Now, if I could only drink one of these, which would it be? And I wanna be clear, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. As you can see, I own both, I drink both. This is a 90-day supply. I've got tons of these in my pantry right now with these 30-day supplies. So I use both of these on a regular daily basis. I don't think one's better than the other. I enjoy both. There's been days I've contemplated drinking like one in the morning, one in the afternoon to kind of get the best of both worlds, get benefits from both of these. But if I could only drink one mushroom coffee, it would have to be, I gotta say Ryze. I really, really enjoy Everyday Dose. I think the taste is great. I think it mixes great. I think the anti-bloating is great. And I just really do enjoy all that comes with this coffee. The starter bundle is awesome. The frother is fantastic. I use it for both these coffees every day. But Ryze, with those additional health benefits, really gives me what I'm looking for. The longer and stronger kick of energy is normally what I need, like as I get later in the week or when I'm more tired. So I definitely enjoy the additional energy I do get out of Ryze. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these. I enjoy both. I use both. If there's anything you think I missed about either one, or you have any questions about either of these brands, definitely hit me down in the comments below. I'm going to continue drinking both personally, using both. My recommendation would be to try both. Get a subscription to one month, one the next month. That way you get 2 starter bundles, and you can kind of see everybody's body's different. It's going to react differently to each one. You can see which one of these works better for you. If you have any questions about either one of these, hit me down in the comments below. I do have both of these linked down below as well. If you use my affiliate link, you're going to get some additional gifts, discounts, all that good stuff. Hope you all found this helpful. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one soon.